My life before the program was pretty chaotic. I was a drug dealer. I used the drugs that I was selling, and I lost family. I lost relationships. I lost friends. I lost my home. I was homeless.
I thought I had my addiction under control, and then actually went to court because I went to jail.
I grew up in one of the worst places there is in this city of Columbus, Hilltop in the Bottoms. Violence, crime, drugs, alcohol, it was surrounding me.
Well, I'd been drinking a lot for a number of years after I got divorced. I lost my house, my car, job.
Oh, my life was destruction. Nothing I was doing was working.
I was all strung out. I was using heroin at the time, and I had died, and they had to bring me back. I hated my life, and I always thought that I could be a better person and do better, and I didn't know a way out.
It got to the point where I was completely hopeless, and I just felt like I needed to do something different with myself. It was either that or death.
My name is Dennis Kerr. I'm the president and founder of Hope Thru Housing. I started the program in 2010, modeled after a program I was involved with in North Carolina because of my own addictions. That program changed my life, and I wanted to replicate that here for people in Columbus.
My name's Nelson French. I'm a long-term Columbus, Ohio resident and a retired businessman. I unfortunately have had the experience of having substance abuse in my family, which is a devastating experience for the family as well as the person with the problem. Unfortunately, the opiate problem in Central Ohio is about as tough as it is anywhere in the country. A program like Hope Thru Housing has a potential of being part of the solution.
What makes Hope Thru Housing different from other programs, I feel, is that we work together, we eat together. It's more of a tighter-knit family here.
They started telling me about the program, and it was all very scary because it was a program that I'd be moving into.
Yeah, I'd done the 6-month programs, it just didn't work for me. And then when I found out that this was a 2-year program, that really stood out to me.
HTH is a 24-month program, which is just completely different from the 30, 60, 90-day programs that these guys have typically been in, and sometimes multiple times.
The short term is attractive because it doesn't demand that long-term commitment, but the long-term commitment is the crucial part of it.
I've been an alcoholic for a long time, and I've seen some things that I wanted to drown away. So 2 years of foundation is what I definitely needed.
Another big element of our program is it's no cost. There is no cost to the resident to be part of it, and we provide everything they need while they're with us. Food, clothing, housing. If you were to ask me something, I'd probably say we provide it.
It's a work therapy program, and that's something I really like because I was never able to hold a job.
Hope Thru Housing is it's a powerful entrepreneurial approach to a social issue. And part of how that works is our vocational training areas, where we're teaching job skills to the guys while they're with us. But that's also generating revenue for our program. We'll generate roughly 65% of our own operating needs while teaching valuable skills to the guys in the program. And then the rest we rely on individuals, corporations, and foundations to support our mission and our cause. One of our vocational training areas is a lawn care service, and we do residential and commercial, and we're a full-service company where it's not just mowing grass. We do aerating, seeding, bed cleanup, mulching. We're truly a full-service lawn care company. Like our lawn care company being full service, so is our market.
My name's Timothy Shepard, and I'm currently a staff member with the Hope Thru Housing program. I'm in charge of vocational training and business development here at HTH. And one of the main businesses that I take care of and help and residents help me run is our farm market here in Linworth.
Over 95% of the product we have in there is from Ohio, and we really strive to do local, whether it's meats, baked goods, and obviously produce.
The bulk of the produce that we have here at our farm market comes from around Frederickstown, Ohio, which is about an hour from here. The Amish grow produce up north, and we are an Ohio proud sponsor, so everything that we have in the market is local and Ohio grown.
I came up with an idea of doing a mobile farm market as another outreach for us, as another way to get out into the community who and what we are, and a way to bring fresh local produce right to their front door.
We go to highlights for children. We go to the Ohio Bar Association, Sanctuary at Tuttle Crossing, which is an elderly facility. So we go to places where they can't exactly get to us to buy fresh produce, and they really seem to enjoy it.
Another piece of what we do is construction. You know, there's such a need for quality people in that industry right now.
We're now starting to flip houses, so I want to teach new guys a trade. So when they leave here, they don't have anything on their shoulders. They're able to walk onto a job with their tools and be skilled labor instead of labor.
We teach them all aspects of it. You know, our farm market was built entirely by residents. I had one gentleman who had never done roofing but wanted to learn it. You know, 6 years later, no leaks. I've talked about our construction, and we've got I'll say he's a donor. He's an architect, and he's working with us on the plans for our first property we're doing. His wife and kids, they shop our market. They love coming in. You know, they get their Christmas tree there. They just love us. And because of that, he wanted to show his support and is doing an awful lot of work for us at a very minimal cost. And those are the kind of people we really, truly rely on, because it doesn't have to be 100% donation. You know, it might be just a donation of time or donation of material. It all adds up and really does help what we do. One of the things I knew I wanted to do was Christmas tree lot as one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, and it really has taken off and grown. Every year I get people coming in saying how this is their new family tradition.
I never would have thought that, you know, after graduating, I'd be running the market full time, running the mobile market.
Another aspect of the program is our aftercare program. So once a person has completed successfully, they'll have the opportunity to live in some of our housings at minimal rent. We'll pay the utilities, we'll furnish it.
They donated a vehicle to me, so got me my license back, helped me just to be on the right path for the rest of my life.
You know, at 24 months, we just don't shake their hand and say, good luck, see ya.
The main thing is I'm learning to do something someone else's way instead of my way. My way never worked. Their way is working.
As they go through the program, you can see that it's kind of like watching a flower bloom. You can see that a return of a sense of self-ability that they have lost previously, and the drugs have robbed them of, or the alcohol.
Now that I'm learning how to remember who I am, it's giving me hope.
People genuinely care about you and your recovery.
I have good people around me. This program, I've never had someone actually care for me.
My addiction took me to a very dark place, and now being in Hope Thru Housing, it's teaching me to have pride in myself. It's teaching me to have confidence.
Hope Thru Housing is an awesome program for me because it's addicts helping other addicts. It's a each one teach one program. And so what we learn, I pass that on to somebody else.
This will change your life. It'll be the hardest thing you ever do in your life because change is very hard to do. And myself, I'm at 50, and it's hard to change an old dog. But today, my life is awesome.
The idea of these programs is to try to make 65, 70, 75% of their costs through the businesses they operate. So the Columbus community can be very helpful contributions are needed, not to the degree that they are in other charities where they're 100% dependent on contributions, but they're needed. We could expand the program faster, serve more people quicker. The ability to handle additional residents is directly related to the funds available.
I'm ready to lead a better life, and I feel that I can get that here.